Ricky, you played with Demetrius Harris and Kareem Hunt last year, a couple of former Chiefs. Have you reached out to either one of them and asked them about Coach Reid, the staff, anything about Kansas City? Have you had any conversations with them?
I had a few with Demetrius, during the season, how, we just talked about old teams they were on, and, Demetrius loved it. And so, me, that kind of played a part of it too, when Demetrius was telling me stories about, Kansas City and how the organization is, or the locker room. It was kind of like a no-brainer. So, I talked to Demetrius a lot, obviously because we were in the tight end room together. I talked to Kareem a few times, but not really on, Kansas City, just normal talk. So, but, coming from Demetrius, it was good to have somebody that already been there that already had those conversations with to kind of give you that over-the-top answer you're looking for.
Hi, Ricky. Pete Sweeney with 610 Sports Radio. I was wondering what your first conversation with your college teammate Armani Watts was like and what you guys discussed.
Say that again?
I was wondering what the conversation was like between you and Armani Watts, the college teammate. I know you guys have somewhat of a close relationship from what I've seen.
Oh, yeah. He was excited, So he told me to start investing in more places. So, I'm not used to the phone. It kind of got phone season, but not really. But no, I'm not having a relationship. I'm excited to be in Kansas City with him. And bring some of that Aguilar swag to Kansas City.
And then just the other thing, going from Baker to Patrick, these are two of the quarterbacks that everybody talks about in the league. What do you think differentiates these two guys?
It depends on how you look at it. They're both phenomenal players. I've played with Bake and I love Bake. So I'm excited to see how Patrick Mahomes is and catch a few under him and go through there and build that chemistry with him now.
Hey, Ricky, I think you talked about when you made the transition from wide receiver to tight end. Like, what was the nuances of the tight end position, the things that you maybe struggled with or really had to work on to make yourself better as a tight end?
I would say, everything. When I made the switch over, I just, had to pretty much learn a new position and also, keep learning, putting extra tools in my toolbox. So, I look at it as, I'm steady learning the tight end position and I'm a great route runner and catcher, but, I can always do better. So I just come in every day and work on everything as a whole to make my whole game better.
Ricky, a big part of the tight end in Kansas City is playing special teams. I'm wondering what your comfort level is with special teams and just your willingness to play that.
I'm willing to do whatever the team wins. I play special teams in Arizona and in Cleveland. Special teams is something that I don't want to do. If they need me to do it, I'll do it. So I'm cool with special teams. Doesn't bother me when I won't do it.
Hey, Ricky, it's Todd Lebo of Sports Radio 810. What was the process like going through this with this COVID-19 happening? Phone calls, Zoom, you couldn't visit. Just take us through how that whole thing went down and how different this might have been as opposed to any other time you've had to move teams.
Well, this is my first time being a free agent that I can, got to pick where I wanted to go. So this is a new experience. I was excited, a little bit stressful, but a lot of phone calls really. I was talking like a few teams, and they were just saying, we wish we could, get you in, show you the facility, all that. Was kind of, I felt what makes free agency, going and check out a place and see how you really like it. But you kind of just had to do what you do. Just over the phone calls and the FaceTimes and, just taking a lot of people's words on stuff. So I think I ended up, having a good conversation and we went from there.
You got
Hey, Ricky, this is Nate
backstory.
Miller with The Athletic. I just wanted to ask you to follow up on that. With the understanding that you can't visit and you have to take people's word in a lot of this negotiation, how much was it a comfort level of knowing what the Chiefs' success rate had been over the last few years, obviously with Mahomes and Andy Reid, and just does their, I guess, priority of the tight end position, does that sort of lead you in a way where some other teams may have, thought of you in a different role?
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like, Kansas City was honest, and, also talking with Demetrius, all the things that he had said previously, they had said now in the present, and it was like, so what he said and what they're saying isn't two different things. And you got a player who left and, still showed respect for that organization and love that organization. And so, that kind of gives you a little bit of confidence when you go in there and talk to another team when you can be like, okay, well, and they love to meet you, so it was like perfect. So that kind of helped, and then just the offense and, how they use their 12 personnel, it just kind of all fit in perfect for me.
Hey, Patrick, it's Todd Regal again, Sports Radio 810. I wonder if you could just kind of take us through your recollections at all, if you have any of Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, you watched him here in the National Football League, but you guys are both from Texas. You're apart. You went to different schools. You didn't play high school against each other. But he's someone who you saw on the radar when you were in high school as someone who might be someone to watch as it went along, or was this just kind of came out of nowhere for you when he kind of exploded on the scene?
I kind of knew a little bit of him when he was at Texas Tech, but when you're in different conferences, you really just don't really pay attention to the team unless you're in your conference. So I know a little bit of him, but when he got to the league and kind of shot out of the cannon, that's when everybody really noticed him.
And for you personally, you were one of the highly recruited guys in all of the nation when you were in high school. And the path has been a little rougher than maybe you first thought. How much has this game kind of humbled you and tried to kind of, find your way through it? Because it's sometimes, I guess, probably when you're 17 or 18 years old, you think, oh, I'll just be a 5-star guy and go to school here and it's all easy. Has this been a difficult ride for you? And how proud are you for sticking through it and being where you are?
I don't think it's been difficult, but I think you have your highs and lows. And, I love the school that I went to and the process that happened, how the process happened. So, but yeah, some guys get there and just think, it is all like, gravy and just easy. You still have to put the work in, even when you get to college and the pros. So, I look at my experiences. I love it. I wouldn't take that, not 1 second of it, just the process. But like you said, yeah, like for me, it didn't bother me. Whatever route I made, I knew I was gonna do my best and work hard for it. So, at the end of the day, if it didn't work out, it did. I'll be perfectly, fine with that. So, yeah, that's what I have to say on that.
Hey, Ricky, one question I have
time
is,
for a couple more guys.
Okay. With everything that's going on with the pandemic, Ricky, and understanding that it's going to be a whole new team with a lot of new teammates, a new offensive system, with the idea of probably OTAs and mandatory minicamp not being available for you to get into an acclimation with the team, how will you try to prepare yourself for if and when training camp does start?
I mean, right now you really can't do anything. Everything's closed down, so you just gotta, stay in the best shape as you can with all this, and talk to your coaches. But everything's kind of at a standstill, so you just kind of gotta be ready to whenever everything does open up, you just gotta be ready for that and hit it on the fly, hit it running. That's how I would look at it. And whenever it is time to come in, you just got to hit the playbook a little bit harder and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, can you tell us what your impression is of Andy Reid? Like, what's his reputation? A guy that's seen him from afar, been in the league, and now you come in, you're going to play for him. What did you kind of thought of Andy Reid having been around the league and just seen him?
So much respect. Everybody just has respect for him. Hall of Fame coach already before, winning the title this year or Super Bowl this year. So, that just lets you know, how much respect he is as a coach, and I haven't never heard not one bad word said about him. So I'm excited to play with a coach like that who's a player friendly and knows how to get everybody else, not just, 2 or 3 people. He can find a way to get anybody on the field open at any given time.
All right, Ricky, we appreciate you, man, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe out here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you.